Yeah, I put it towards cheap percent.
Oh
And
yeah.
someone else did the other $5 to get.
Okay.
I wonder if the audio is balanced. Let me turn this down a little bit.
Okay.
Seems balanced. I'm gonna put it
Yeah,
like,
your game is a little bit loud.
I put it at 20.2.
I was just telling you what I heard from the hitbox.
Is it okay now?
I don't know, let me figure it out. Yeah, it's better now.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Alright. We have the okay from Matto. Alright. Alright, so for the bid war, the monkey choice bid war, Baby did win, so both players will be using Baby. Alright. I think we're good. I'll be giving a countdown, then we'll explain how the run goes once it starts. So are both runners good?
I think so.
Alright.
1 second, gotta organize my windows. Okay.
Alright, Gonquai. Okay.
But it's important that he knows how to play.
You know, through the tutorial strats.
Yep, tutorial equals fast loading, kappa.
Please. Alright, we ready? So both players will be using Baby. And I'll give the countdown. Okay. So I think we're good on timer. So 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, NES, do you want to like explain this game a little bit?
Okay, yeah, we're playing with the balance board because that's fast. Because we want to be speed demons and such.
It's called Step and Roll for a reason. It was meant to help. It was Banana Blitz first came out for the Wii, but this game you can use Wiimote, but you can also use the Wii balance board, which actually is faster. Yeah, you don't jump in this game as well, like you do in Banana Blitz.
Also, you maintain your speed through goals in this mode, but not bonus stages and not the last level.
Yeah, if you saw last year's All Worlds run, also done by Gonquai, you'll notice that it's much more like a conventional monkey ball speedrun where you finish the goal. But however, in this one, you keep your speed in between the levels, so it's a little bit more of a gimmick to it. So NES is doing half marathon exercise times 2, which is held for a couple reasons. You wanna help explain that?
It's basically doing
the difference between that and full marathon.
Okay. Yeah. For example, with this, I died, and when you die in half times 2, it's fine. Because you could continue in both the different half marathons, but not in full marathon. So if Gonquai dies, he's gonna have to start over.
Yeah, all the way over.
Yeah.
So he's going to be playing it really safe. And so part of the reason that NES is doing half marathon times 2 is for marathon safe reasons. So that way at least one of the runs should finish if Gonquai were to die really late, which hopefully doesn't happen. There are some really cool strats you can do with keeping your speed level to level. And Gonquai will be doing some of them. Won't be doing all of them, but he will be doing some of them. One of the things, too, is that NES, how long have you been running this game now?
I've been running it since like for a year, I think. I started a little bit before last SS for C. But I've only been running on console and using balance board for like a few months. Couple months, like 3 or 4.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, balance board saves a ton of time. I'm not quite sure exactly how much. I don't think anybody really knows exactly how much, but it does save a lot of time.
Yeah, it saves enough.
Yeah,
to,
it's
switch.
definitely worth learning how to use the bounce board.
And
I know Gonquai sits on like his chair or something and uses his feet. How do you do it, NES?
I just sit in my chair and I have a board, and I put the balance board on the board, and I use my hands.
Okay, so slightly different control schemes, but still using the bounce board either way.
I should mention it's faster because there are obstacles everywhere, and it basically morphs the stage into like a completely different stage with remote. World 5 is possibly the hardest, just because like the difficulty of the where they put the obstacles.
Yeah, some of them, I believe there's only one IL which uses Wiimote because it takes advantage of one of the totem pole placements to actually get a faster time. I believe it's one. It might be two.
It's not that
but
many.
point is that Wii Bounce Board is clearly superior.
I should mention this is already a bad run.
Gonquai has not gone for too many risky strats so far. He's kind of just been playing it safe. Gonquai, I'm sure, is slightly mad the fact that he's not allowed to use Gongon in that baby one, but he prides himself on using. Yeah, both runners don't like II very much. Mata will be doing II. Mata will be doing II during the Super Monkey Ball 2 run. But anyways, the monkeys all play the same. They all function exactly the same. All ILs in this game are held or at least tied with Gongon 2, and Gonquai pretty much has a kingdom over Step and Roll. And he recently, just a day ago, got full marathon record again with a low 17-minute run. However, the estimate for this is 30 minutes. That's partly due to if Gonquai dies, there's enough time for another run, and just in general, it's just a safe estimate.
And if we happen to be bad during some of the levels, like me, like this whole run so far.
Well, regardless, it will be able to be done.
I'm pretty far behind Gonquai, probably.
Can't quite tell which level he's in. Alright, he's in 3-4.
No, that's not that far. It's only 5 levels, and all the practice races we've just been like 5 levels apart. Also, we get to take a break, and the break is useful.
Oh yeah, you want to explain the break stages?
There's like 8 seconds, and there's menuing, and the menuing is hard. Not really. It's just like pushing right and A.
So you do have to take a break for a certain amount of time, yes?
Yes, just 8 seconds or something like that.
Okay. I mean, as the name probably implies, it is a marathon, and it actually is. Like, if you're actually standing up playing the game, you can get a pretty good workout doing it. Because obviously, if you were not a speedrunner, you would be taking longer than 17 minutes to do this, and probably also standing up.
I should also mention, when you finish a stage, the balance board flips over and it shows MC. Those are monkey calories. So my arms are getting ripped.
Burning lots of calories right now.
Also, in the bonus stages, you can just like give up.
Oh yeah, instead of actually completing the bonus stages, you can choose just to give in instead, and it's it is faster than falling out or completing the bonus stages. I believe giving in is used in every situation in any Monkey Ball game where you're allowed to give up. Actually, I think there's one instance in Monkey Ball 3D where it's a few frames faster to fall out. But point is that it's usually faster to give in than to fall out.
Shoutouts.
And if you fall out on the bonus stages, it doesn't count as a death. What were you gonna say?
Shoutouts to 3D.
Oh yeah, Monkey Ball 3D. It's definitely one of the more casual Monkey Ball games.
Oh man, missed static waves. This stage, like with Wiimote, it's like way harder, and it actually becomes like a little bit of a maze. But it's not really hard without with balance board, because you can just go down and then go all the way back up.
Gonquai playing this level very safe. Quirky Trays is known for being a really cool IL to watch, but in a full marathon where you have a ton of speed going to this level can really throw you off the side.
Also, this is where half times 2 comes from, because after I beat this stage, oh man, I didn't even do the right scrap for this. After I beat this stage, I'm gonna, there are gonna be credits that I just get past and stuff. And I go to Half Marathon Maniac, which is the last 3 worlds. I just did the first 3.
Oh yeah, there are, how many worlds are in this game?
7.
Is it 7?
And Marathon
yeah,
has 6.
Yeah, Marathon has 6, and the last level is Siliconia, I think? That's how you pronounce it? Something like that. And, it's by far the hardest world. The rest of this game isn't too hard if you're playing with a balance board, but Siliconia is actually pretty difficult, especially some of the speed strats.
Shoutouts to the Monkey Ball fight, where Gonquai is gonna beat me.
Gonquai is on Far East 5, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's like 4 stages, not that bad.
Or Far East 6, excuse me, because bonus.
Oh, still not that bad though.
Yeah, so Gonquai's kept about his lead the entire time. But NES is definitely not too far behind.
Yeah, I should mention that since Gonquai has the first place time, I have second place time. But that second place time is really just like, no one else did a run. I have second place. And I actually did it in full marathon, but it was like my first run that I did with like balance board. So it's like 28 minutes. Oh man, I died. That's not good. This isn't good, like, at all. Hey, have to go past Quirky Trays. Literally, first stage.
Okay.
Rail Tracks has escape in it. I'm pretty sure Gonquai did it. It's a little bit hard.
Yeah, Gonquai did the one where you just drop down a level.
I was talking about the second level, or third level, excuse me. I messed it up, so I wasn't gonna go for it.
Oh.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's not too hard.
Alright, Gonquai's about to finish up Far East here.
And I'm going into the bonus. I should mention bank surf. It's really just like hugging the pillars. That's about it.
Alright, so Gonquai's now in Polar Festival.
Polar Festival.
Polar Festival is weird. You want to like explain Polar Festival?
I really don't know what to explain about it. It's a really like long, intricate
it just has,
level.
Yeah, it just has a bunch of walls everywhere. It's really not that good for speed. There's a lot of levels where you can't do mini skips. Most of the time it's just like complete the level as intentional while still going pretty fast.
Okay, shoutouts to Great Collision right there. Collision is excellent, especially in this game.
That was neat. Yeah, you want to explain, like, at all how collision works, and how it's just unreliable?
Okay, if you've ever went to Barhunga's stream, like, at all, like, at least once in your life, you've probably seen this dumb reset. Just one. Where he just hits a wall and, like, he goes, like, the complete opposite way of where he's supposed to go. That's this game, except, like, it's way more unreliable like that.
Gonquai did get Groove Slider. That's a very, very big risk in the run.
Yeah, we're both.
It's one of the most least consistent strats, and he got it. He also got to skip on to 5-7 as well, or 5-8, excuse me.
Congratulations to Gonquai for getting all the good collision.
He almost got screwed on Groove Slider though.
Oh.
So, but he managed to save it towards the end.
Good on him. Also, I should mention how music works. It's like way different from other Monkey Ball games. Like the song kind of changes a little bit from like one part to the next as you progress stages. And it's like kind of noticeable in Siliconia, and it's kind of noticeable in Floor Festival, and it's pretty noticeable in Magma Valley.
Magma Valley being the last world in Full Marathon. Speaking of Magma Valley, Gonquai is now moving on to Magma Valley.
Okay, yeah, those two deaths basically cost me 5 of his stages, or 4 rather. 4 of his stages because I'm on the last level of, Far East? Yeah.
I am curious to see how safe Gonquai is going to play Magma Valley. You did not go for Windows. One of the things you should notice too is that if you've played one of the original Monkey Ball games, you might notice that the buttons are a little bit different. The buttons are very similar to the Monkey Ball 2 buttons in that they do still give you upwards collision, like they act as like a small hill and you can hit them and they go up. But they're mostly flat. However, sometimes in certain strats it's faster to get a clip up from the button or just to hope to get no collision from it. It's kind of random, what we were talking about earlier with the collision not being consistent in this game.
Collision is never consistent.
Yeah, in Monkey Ball it seems to be a variance, which is really weird considering the game's all about collision, so...
Yeah, they can't even make their engine right, Kipo. Oh, dang, I missed. It's not that bad, just have to go back around. Here. Oh. It's also weird for me to play because I have the capture software open, and I have a sound delay of like 2 seconds, and I'm hearing it since I need to hear the Discord. So I'm hearing everything like twice. I should have practiced with this on.
Well, Gonquai is now into the last few stages of the run.
Oh, shoutouts. I got halfway, I guess. That's cool.
Nice groove sliders. Oh, and you almost got Milky Way.
Wait.
NES went for the same Milky Way strat that Gonquai did. After Groove Slider. Both runners got Groove Slider, and that's a very difficult strat and very inconsistent. So that's very impressive to see.
Yeah, and I was thinking
that
a
both
little
runners
more
got
one
Groove
side
Slider.
too, which is weird to like fix.
You still saved it quite nice though. Alright. Gonquai has just one stage left, and time ends when he goes through the last goal. So the goal in hand is when time is, whoever is handling time.
I'm surprised he didn't die though.
He didn't! Very impressive.
Yeah.
It's hard to get through a full marathon run like he did.
Yeah, and he went for some pretty hard strats, and he was a lot faster than me because I was playing it like super safe. But it was just collision. You could see how much like collision affects runs.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess means this run is a success. Okay.
Gonquai got an 18.
An 18.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
That would have been world record 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So that is a very good run by Gonquai.
Good job, Gonquai. Almost world record.
Yeah, almost world record. I'm not sure the seconds, but I do know that the world record is a low 17 right now for a full marathon. So, wow, a very, very solid run by Gonquai. Gonquai is gonna play through Silconia now.
Redemption.
Redemption.
Yes.
If you remember last year's run at all, his internet crapped out at the very end. So he was unable to finish Siliconia, so I guess now he's just going to finish it for the sake that he didn't do it last year.
Which is pretty cool.
Still playing as baby too, what a guy.
Oh, he still went for Gon. He would have actually went fast.
Alright, so NES has just a few levels left here.
Shadow's going for Windows.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Nice. Windows is one of those strats that really doesn't look that hard, but is very collision based, and that's much why Gonquai did not go for Windows.
Yeah, the practice mode and world and like in the all worlds mode of that level are completely different, and like it's a different place on the wall you have to hit, and it's like still the collision is like really weird. There's like no surefire way to get it.
So yeah, very nice seeing Windows pulled off as well. Windows and Groove Sliders both done.
Pretty hard
Very
strat.
impressive.
Honestly, I wasn't planning on doing Windows, and then I honestly like didn't remember how to do it like casually.
Oh, you didn't remember, so you just went for it and you got it?
Yeah, I know it. I know the
Nice.
general place to get it, to like get the clip. So
Does anybody know what exact time Gonquai got? I know it was a low to mid 18. I'm not quite sure what the seconds were. And then yeah, NES is just a few levels left, so time will be coming up when he goes through the goal on hand as well.
also, I should mention that the IL for that level like clips on the button, and button.
Which level?
The one before Froggy Feeling.
Oh, hidden goal. Hidden
Yeah.
goal. Oh yeah, that's one of the levels that depends on the button hit.
Yeah, and it's not consistent at all. Like you can be grinding it for half an hour and you still don't get it.
And it's not your fault at all. Gonquai's going for the dynamic slopes IL.
Dynamic slopes IL is easy.
please.
Yeah. Implied Kappa.
Implied Kappa. Gonquai got very close there.
Shoutouts to dying on Redux. Gonquai did that, like, in almost every practice race earlier.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, there's no scroll ones as well since your speed stays the same through levels. Okay, I'm on the last level, time's coming up. Shoutouts to this thing, being the hand position for a finger bang. And
Gonquai did manage to get dynamic slopes IL.
that's nice.
Gonquai has a few levels left in Siliconia.
Yeah, Siliconia
Alright.
is really hard.
Yeah, compared to the rest of the game, it's incredibly difficult.
Yeah, and there's just like some stuff that you have to do in the levels that like you would never think of doing. For at least. Oh yeah, also that's time.
Alright, good job both of you. I think we'll let Gonquai finish up. I'm the next turn, so I got a little bit of setup to do.
Yeah, that was a terrible run. It was 23 something, 23-20 on my end.
Alright, GG everyone, GG.
Shoutouts to the songs in this game being really good.
Oh yeah, the music soundtrack in this game is crazy good.
Yeah, you could tell by the setup screen. It's like really amazing. You should really look it up when you have the time.
It's worth a listen.
It's kind of like the Undertale soundtrack, like really good. Also, shoutouts to Undertale being in this later.
Oh yeah, you can donate for Frith's name. Oh,
Yeah,
whoa.
that was a plug.
Should do that.
Also, I should play this, the credits game. You're basically trying to get all the, balls into the hole. And there are way more aisles for this than there should be. Shoutouts to Gonquai doing that level casually.
Alright.
Also, you could see on his like balance board indicator, whatever that is, that like his feet movement are like is like really fluid through like the whole thing. But like mine is just like I can't really move it that much since I'm using my arms and like my hands. This stage is really hard, it took me a bit. I'm watching the Twitch, you probably beat it by now. Bye.